Hi everyone, this is Kathleen and welcome to Planting Seeds. Now, before we continue with our topic for today, I just want for everyone to know it doesn't matter if you're here in the Philippines or in different parts of the world, and this pandemic that we are all experiencing this COVID-19, this virus, it won't care if you're whatever nationality you have, rich or poor, man or woman, even young and old. If you're not careful, it you will get sick and it will get inside of you. And right now your best defense is your immune system. And having a strong immune system will help you fight this virus. Now, what do you want to do specifically? Or yeah, what do you want to do specifically is to make sure that you will avoid stress because stress can weakens your immune system and if you're weak, well, of course, you are exposing yourself to a higher risk of getting the virus. Now, in line with this pandemic, today our topic is about how to understand and how to boost your motivation. Now, you might say, how is my motivation connected to this virus or boosting my immune system? Well, we will get there, but first we will have an activity. So I will give you 30 seconds. And for that 30 seconds, I'd like you to think of a most recent situation where you're stressed. How did you feel? Think about it. How are you feeling that day? And how is what you're feeling affected your health? Okay? Now, some of you might say, well, I feel that I get tired easily, or I just don't feel good, I'm not productive, I'm not active enough, things like that. In my case, it's either headache or migraine. The worst one would be migraine. So that's how I would feel if I'm stressed or too stressed. Now, this time, I want you to think of a time when you are motivated. Okay? How did you feel? And how is what you're feeling affected or impacted your overall health? Just just think about it, think about it. Now, our brain is so powerful that your thoughts can translate and help you with your health. Now, during this time of uncertainty, the way you think is your best defense. Now, this lockdown, this quarantine, it's making some of you, or if not everyone, feel unstable, uncertain with future because as human beings, we often think of what's going to happen for tomorrow. We like to be prepared for the future. So we sometimes think of, well, how are we going to survive in this situation? When is this pandemic going to stop? When is everything going back to normal? And it's okay. I would say that those are the normal questions that we sometimes think of. But notice how these questions are actually contributing to having a negative thoughts. And of course, negative thoughts will then result to stress or anxiety, even panic attack. On the other hand, stability and certainty are one of the things that keeps us calm. So, how are we going to keep our thoughts positive during this time? Well, there are thousands and probably a million reasons that you can think of on how to boost your positive thinking. But I will only talk about two things that are working for me right now, and I hope that these two tips that I'll give you will work for you too. Um, and it worked for me, so um, I'd like you to try it and see how it will help you. So the first step is to pause and don't forget to breathe. Now, when you pause and start to breathe deeply, not just, inhale and exhale, it's like deep breath. It's You're actually helping yourself to calm down. And so your brain can think properly. And when you're calm and you think better, you also respond better. So you will start to notice that you don't react easily and say something that you will regret afterwards. So don't forget to pause and breathe. This is a practice that is simple, yet not everyone is doing. And there's a lot of benefits that we can talk about. But of course, we will. I want you to try it. It would be best for you to try it so that you will experience it. Second tip: give time to yourself. Well, you might say that, well, we all have a lot of time for ourselves right now, but how many of you really spend time for yourself? Example, to develop something related to your personal growth. How many of you tried to use this valuable time to learn something new or do something not just for you, but also for your community? Because one thing that I've noticed was when we're all, well, previously, before this pandemic happened, we're all so busy, and sometimes we'd like to think that, "Oh, I want to do this and that, but I just don't have the time in the world, and I'm so busy." And then we all come up with a lot of excuses. And that's what we say that prevents us from doing the things that we want to do, especially to spend time to ourselves. Now, this time, now that we have really a time that you can spend, how many online courses have you tried to enroll in? How many books have you read or have read? And how are you keeping yourself healthy while you're at home? How are you contributing to others when you're alone and in need? Now, how many loved ones, friends, and neighbors have you speak, either over the phone or video, to show your support, to show of you being there for them? Now, we all want to make a good connection and to really just, help one another. It's part of us being human beings. Now, I just want to share an experience and the reason why I'm giving you these two tips and why I said that it's working for me in any given situation. For the past 4 to 6 weeks, I've been studying on how to meditate. And what I learned was every time that I will meditate after I wake up, it helps me more to be more compassionate and grateful and forgiving. So I learned to truly understand a person's behavior, how they speak and act towards me. And what I learned was their actions and their reactions is not a reflection of me, but it can be because of something that they're lacking in life, or might be that an experience or a situation that they just experienced before they communicated with me or before they talked to me. So that is something that I don't take against them, but instead it helps me understand them and where they're coming from. Just be compassionate and still to show kindness. I also learned how to see all the blessings that I have and receive every day. We all have that, and it's very easy to just disregard all of all the things, all the grateful things that you should, all the wonderful things that you should be grateful for. I learned how to be grateful that I have a home, a roof over my head, bed to rest, a meal to eat, and to fill me up through the entire day, that I'm still alive and I have an opportunity to become the person that I want to be and to create an impact to everyone and anyone. Now, I also learned how to forgive, how to let go of emotions that are not serving me well. When you learn how to really forgive, and it doesn't matter if the person is in front of you and you will tell them verbally that, hey, I forgive you, it doesn't actually really matter. What's important is if you know in your heart that you already have forgiven them and you have released them from, you're not just releasing them, but you're also releasing the burden, this heavy burden that you have inside of you. that you no longer want to hold them as prisoners in your heart, and you've just moved on. Now, you might come back and even say, how is doing all of this going to benefit my health and boost my motivation? Well, a hypnotherapist named Marissa Peer, who is famous and known in helping a lot of celebrities, athletes, even CEOs, famous, rich people all over the world, on how they can actually use their thoughts and how powerful our brain is. She also said that the quality of your thoughts is your best ally, and the way you think will reflect on what's happening with you. Which makes sense because the quality of your thoughts can help you boost your motivation because it will clear your mind and focusing on your goal and purpose. And if you have a clear vision of your goal, then you know exactly what are the things that you can do for you to achieve your goal. So you should never ever underestimate the power of your thoughts. What you think will reflect on how you speak and act. So take care of your thoughts so that it will take care of your health too. Now, during this time of difficulty, I would like everyone and anyone, yes, everyone and anyone, it doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter who you are. I am offering and extending my heart to you if you need someone to talk to listen to, and to help you build a strong mind and heart to fight the feeling of being isolated. Together, we can all go through this and succeed. Yes, we will all succeed, and everything will go back to the way that it used to be. Um, Never forget that you're not alone in this fight. We're all in this together. And well, this is Kathleen again from Planting Seeds, reminding you that be the change that you want to make. Thank you and bye.